Peace in our times. We all want peace in our time. Okay, most of us want peace in our times. Instead, we have to put up with this shitty, putrid little piece of our times. It turns out, after all, that monsters are real. But unlike fairy tales, they won't be smited by the righteous sword or felled by the woodcutter's axe. Instead, they sit in marbled halls, a stilted pageantry masking backward barbarity, and deal in rhetoric, bombs, and alternative facts. Peace in our times. A slumbering edifice, an old relic, a dinosaur, thawing out and coming to, a nightmare from the old Cold War. And what are dinosaurs but dragons that burn? How naive we were to think their like had been and gone and would never return. A final howl, a fitful gasp, in a world that had forgotten, got comfortable and moved on. The sky above Ukraine is flashing. Buildings collapse, overground a perpetual risk, while a serpentine convoy snakes its path like a steely predator, an all-consuming basilisk. And yet, if monsters are manifest, made into something real, so are the heroes who stand in their paths, the ones who refuse to kneel. Heroes who yesterday were teachers and plumbers and gardeners and mechanics and comedians telling prophetic jokes and students late to lectures weaving through the midday traffic. And now these sudden soldiers with flaming Molotovs against cannons and guns. These European heroes, these Ukrainian daughters and sons. If monsters are real, so are the brave refusing to flee, to give ground. Those down in the basements and makeshift bunkers underground, subterranean. Keeping children amused, spirits high and hope alive for a future back in the sun. And a future that is Ukrainian. Heroes making the perilous and arduous journey to safety with suitcases and holdalls, usually brought out for the annual vacation. And yet this time, no return date booked. They carry with them a fraction of their earthly belongings, and yet all the hopes for their embattled nation. Heroes on the border, embracing strangers, taking them in, shielding them from harm. For as powerful as the strength of military might, it pales compared to the power of the outstretched arm. As bleak as things are, and in truth there are days dripping with despair, there are more of us willing to stand and say enough, not beholden to bureaucracy, those of us who really care. And though there be monsters, their days are numbered, these monsters, these small men with bruised and battered egos, these porters of a bygone era, a stagnant nation, self-flagellating with historical hurt and humiliation, these rakshas, these troglodytes, these besamars. What times to live through, horrific, historic, like constant shifting seismic sand. We all want peace in our times, and there will be peace again. But only if we stand.